Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, November 17th, 2022, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So welcome. Thank you for being here. If this is your first time ever seeing me or you've been here before, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm looking for a pen because I want to jot something down. I didn't bring my good pen over here. Anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And as you come on today, make sure you say hi, make a comment. I had to write my note with a red Sharpie. Because that's going to get you entered to win a prize. But I have a product prize today instead of cards. I'm actually most likely not stamping today. If I do, it will be on the fly. But I hope you will enjoy this video. I am going to show you and sort of try to give you an OnStage experience. OnStage is an event with Stampin' Up! Where we gather and the company does presentations for us. And then, of course, we get swag and gifts and prizes and all that stuff. They do recognition. It's amazing. And we just had that this past weekend. But before I get started with that, let me say hi to everybody first. I did have a technical issue this morning, and I'm still mad about it. This camera pointing at my face, I'm going to have to point it down to show you my table. And I didn't have time to practice that because I normally use my phone for that and it would not connect properly. And of course, I didn't go live early enough or test it early enough to know that there was a problem. So I'm highly irritated. I think I need to restart my computer, but I literally was like, well, I have 2 minutes left. If I restart and it doesn't update, I will be in trouble. So anyway, good morning to Sue, first one here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. How are you? Darlin in Hollywood, Florida. Cindy, good morning. Hello to Susan and Karen and Janet in North Carolina. Hey, Kylie. Lots of you guys are over on YouTube as well as Facebook. Thank you for watching on both platforms. Thanks for the thumbs up I see coming through. Thanks for liking, subscribing, following. Thank you for everything. It helps me, so I appreciate it. Jean in North Dakota. Sherry, good morning. Angela, good morning. Cindy, you shared. Thank you. Hey, Becky. Hey, Martha. I'm going to grab my sweater. Hello, Sarah. Oh, I'm going to write down another note that I think is funny. That I'll tell you later if I remember. Sarah, good morning. Hey, Susie. I'm trying not to repeat. Teresa in Midlothian. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you again since I just ran into you in person since you live in my town. And I haven't seen you in forever. Evelyn, good morning. Oh my gosh, I lost my place. Sandy. Linda in Idaho. Landa, good morning. Catherine. No baby yet. Oh my gosh, you were expecting that baby last week, Catherine. Crazy. Karen just attended her first OnStage in Montreal. What an experience. That means you got to have, I think is that where Genevieve Co was? Now I'm blanking out on the name since that's Canada and I'm geographically challenged, but I think that's where Genevieve Co was, the new demonstrator development manager in Canada. Pat, good morning. Hey, Stella. Hey, Jean. Try to go through these faster. Jackie, Marcia in Texas. Kathy. What did it say, Kathy? North Dakota. Sandy in New York. Love it. Everybody's from everywhere. Linda in Mansfield. Just saw you this weekend. Susan. Sherry. Yay, you made it. And Karen. Jen was there. Awesome, Karen. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. As a reminder, in the YouTube video, let me grab this thing real quick. In the YouTube video later today, there will be timestamps, so you'll be able to skip to the portions of the video you want by clicking those links in the description. So just a reminder there. And over here in the top corner, anytime you're watching a YouTube video and you see the little circle with the eye in it, you can click on that for links. And I will be putting links there tomorrow to my tutorial store, my TikTok channel, and who knows what else I'll put. But you can always check out those links. It'll get you to places faster. So we'll have that going on. Go back to these comments. Sandy, so how's the weather, everybody? I know somewhere is getting like 13 feet of snow today. Here it is cool. Like I am chilly right now, and I may have to turn on my space heater because this is my garage, which I do have central heat, but the AC works better than the heat out here, apparently. Anyway, it is like 41 degrees now, but it is getting up to 59 today, so it should be nice here today. And yeah, so let me know how you're doing, how your weather is, etc. By commenting on the video, you're going to get entered to win my prize, which I'll show you. Hopefully I won't forget, but because I have it right here. I'll show you in a little bit. And it's a product prize, a brand new product, not available to customers yet. And then for commenting on the video, for sharing the video, you get entered again, but you have to say you shared it because I won't know, because these platforms keep that secret. And this is for Facebook and YouTube, and if you're watching replay, so it's fine to comment during replay. Thank you, Marcia. Sandy, these comments keep moving and I'm like confused. Sandy, cold and snowy, or cool and snowy. Thought so. Margie, good morning. And Susan, thank you as well. Okay, so I do Stampin' Up! As a full-time job, in case you didn't know. This is my full-time job, so I am going to tell you about my upcoming events. Maybe a little quicker than normal, we'll see. But every month I offer 4 classes that anyone can take anywhere in the United States. They're all offered to go, and then some are offered with in person. Sorry, they're all offered to go. Some are offered in person. These 4 happen to be offered in person in DeSoto, Texas. They are card class, scrapbook class, stamp stack class, and sampler class. And you can take them to go, you can take them in person, and if you live local, you can even check out the box of supplies from my house and stamp at your house. All of my classes include a PDF tutorial. We're going to cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we can. You'll cut your own designer paper or kit components. Like this month, we have a Santa kit. So you will trim down a couple of cards from that kit for your super cute sampler. And then you can just take the tutorials only. You need to sign up if you want. This month, it is an incredible deal on my tutorials only. So you click the class link, which will be in the 1 o'clock email today, November monthly classes. And it's always $30 for 4 tutorials, but this month it's 6 tutorials for $30. You have to register by Friday, which is tomorrow. And you're getting 3 samplers, a stamp a stack, a card class, and a scrapbook class tutorials for $30. Individually in my tutorial store, they are $10 each. So that's $60. So it's basically half price. So now my team gets those for free. If you're in my team, don't register for those. You get the monthly tutorials always free. I post them over in the Facebook group. Good morning, Mary Ann. Jean, we got 20 inches of snow last week in western North Dakota. The wind is blowing here and we're having whiteout conditions. It's a winter wonderland. At least you have a positive attitude and you're probably used to it. Yeah, I was thinking where they were announcing today on the news about so many feet of snow. I was like, I hope these people went to the store and stocked up and they have firewood and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm sure they do. Joyce, good morning. 20 degrees, high will be mid-30s. I think winter is thinking of coming early. Exactly. Luckily, not much snow in Idaho. Linda. Awesome. Love hearing about the weather. Okay, so my 4 classes, let me tell you real quick. We're sold out of a couple and we have some left. The deadline technically is passed for a couple, but if I have any left, you can always grab those. you'll either want to contact me directly or use the link. And if they sold out before you signed up, I'll let you know and refund you. So card class, I showed these cards, I believe, last week on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And they are 4 cards for $15, free with a $20 order. I have 3 left. You can take that in person or to go. Scrapbook class, I have 0 left, and I feel bad for y'all because these pages are really cute. Are they over here? I don't know where they are right now. They're in this room somewhere, but it doesn't matter because I'm sold out, but they're super cute. I used the Scotty Dogs and the Jingle, Jingle, Jingle set for 2 of the pages, and I don't know, I just think it turned out really cute. So I'll try to show those later. Like, not today, but on another video. Okay, so there's those 2. The scrapbook sold out, so it doesn't matter. Sampler, we're sold out of Decorated with Happiness. We have 2, basically 2 of each left, Spruced Up and Santa's Delivery. So actually, there's one positive to my phone not working today. It really is not my phone, but the camera wouldn't connect. I don't know why. I wanted to tell y'all about this text I got from Karen is cutting these samplers, and her sister was over there helping her. Shout out to Kim and Karen if y'all are watching. And she said, do you have an extra Santa sampler? Because it is so stinking cute. And I was like, I know, right? So I have 2 Spruced Up, which are also stinking cute, and 2 Santa's Delivery. But I do think the Santa one turned out extremely adorable. I only have 2 left. A sampler is a 12 by 12 framed art that you, it's not here, that you can decorate your home with. It's great for holiday decorations, or they make great host gifts or just gifts in general. And you're going to get over $20 in merchandise. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we can. You cut the designer paper and the kit components. And then, of course, PDF tutorial and all that. It's $28 each for all of those. But anyway, the Santa one, I ended up not using any stamps, so it's 0 stamping. So I think that's cool as well. And then Spruced Up is just cute because that stamp set is so cute. And I used the Host designer paper from the holiday catalog, which is adorable. And then I have 1 Stamp-A-Stack left. You get 12 Christmas cards for, I do have those cards here, but I put them in the box already. 12 Christmas cards for $30, and you get over $20 in merchandise. Can y'all hear the kitty meowing? I have a new cat. Come here. But I don't know if I'll be able to get her over here because she doesn't like to be picked up. She likes to be petted, but she's meowing. So it's been forever since I had a cat, side note, because I was crushed when my cat got stolen from me by my daughter because it was her cat. That was yucky, if you guys remember. She's still alive. She just lives in Austin. Hi, come here. And anyway, I just got a new kitten this past week. So if I get a chance, I'll show you. Come here. Can y'all hear the meow? She's so cute. Anyway, so those are those classes. Stamp-A-Stack is $30, includes over 20 merchandise. And I made those cards a couple of weeks ago. Good morning, Terry. Enjoyed her first on stage. Yes, Terry, thank you for saying that. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you guys are, Susan says cats are my favorite. Hope you guys are ready for Thanksgiving. You know, whatever you need to do to get ready. I hope you're ready. Okay, so a couple other reminders. The in-person retreats are happening April 2023 in Temple, Texas, about an hour from Austin, Texas. And I'm going to turn this heater on for a minute. I'm sure I'll get hot. I got real hot when I was mad about my video camera not working. Anyway. Good morning, Tammy. Okay, so in person, you get an 8-foot table. You get to use mine in April. She's my retreat partner. Stamping supplies. You get to borrow stuff from us that you may not own, like certain dies or stamps or punches. You get to hang out with other crafters who love the same stuff you do. You get your meals, a bed. It's awesome. But this will be offered to go, and we actually did figure out what we're using, at least not for the classes, but for the retreat. And so if I remember, I'll announce that today when I go through the catalog. I think we could not pre-order it, but we know what we're using. So if you have the catalogs, you know. And if you don't have the catalogs, it's so simple to get them. You just get a $99 starter kit with zero pressure to sell or even buy. And then you have access to those catalogs today, right now, as soon as your kit goes through. Okay, so we have that. And then we also have a retreat in August, which I still forgot to write the dates down for on these papers. But August 2023 in Temple, Texas. Both will be offered to go, of course. Okay, next up, Stamping Bingo. The deadline is coming up to register for this. Let's see if I have it on the screen. I've just been finalizing all my emails. Register by November 27th. So you have 10 more days. And we're going to use, again, one of my favorites, the spruced up bundle to make at least 8 Christmas gift tags, which are such a fun holiday project to make. The link is in the 1 o'clock email that goes out today, and I believe I just emailed it this morning or last night as well, the bingo email. But this happens on Zoom, so anyone can participate. You will get to play bingo with us on Zoom. You'll get to, for a chance to win door prizes, you will get to stamp along if you want. Yeah, so how does bingo work? You join Zoom. I mail you the packet, but there is a pickup option since you're local, Susie. You get your bingo cards in the packet and your make and takes and your little goodie bag and a treat from me always. And anyway, you join the Zoom 6:30 p.m. on December 8th Central, and we play some games of bingo. We give away our prizes, and then we stamp together. And of course, I'm the one talking and doing the stamping, but during that time, you can be unmuted, you can chit chat, you can ask questions. You can, of course, get lots of stamping advice from me and other not demonstrators, anyone on the Zoom. It's just super fun. It's the only event currently that I do like that, where it's on a Zoom and we all can interact. So that's basically how it works. If you have any other questions, let me know. Yes. Hey, Jeanne. Good morning. So yeah, I think it's fun. So that's coming. And then Trees for Sale class. So I have this class I'm doing with some seriously adorable samples. They are at Landa's house now. But you can still register through November 21st. So you have 4 days. I think Monday is the deadline, 4 days. We'll mail this on November 28th, so you can get these 8 gorgeous cards finished for your holiday card mailing. We use the Snowfall Accents puff paint on these cards, and it adds so much. It's so cute. And don't worry, you get a whole pack of that with your class fee. You get over $50 in merchandise in this class. But the sad part is I did run out of my free dies. So just make sure you own the tree lot dies if you buy this class. The dies were completely free. You're not losing out on any value. It's a great value class. You get a PDF tutorial, which also you can just buy in my tutorial store right now if you just want the tutorials. But anyway, it's an amazing class. I'm just out of the free dies. Okay, so any questions on any of this, let me know. It's Crafting Cruise, Allure of the Seas, January 2023. Join us. You will need to get on the wait list, though, because it's currently full on the crafting portion. But then January 2024 will be on Harmony of the Seas, and you can join us there. And out of Galveston, Texas. And we will be, if you take the crafting portion, because you don't have to, so anyone who takes the crafting portion will have the crop room open 24/7. You will be able to do your self-paced classes at any time. So if you're a night owl, a morning person, or any other time in between, that's when you can craft, because you have to work it around all the shows, the entertainment, the meals, because you have like about 8 meals a day on a cruise, in case you don't know. because they're all free and it's 24/7. And anyway, so it's amazing. And we always just have so much fun. April does this one with me as well. So you can still register for those. And then coming soon, let me see. Coming soon, I have my paper and ribbon share with Alejandra. So you can register for that coming very soon. We haven't done our pricing yet from, I don't know, the new catalog that's going to come out in January. But our event is happening on January 28th. You can just get the paper. You can just get the ribbon. You can just get paper and ribbon. Yes. But you can also take the party with it, where Alejandra and I will design your make and takes. We'll do a Facebook party. You'll get access to an exclusive Facebook group. We do bonus videos. We make every card step by step. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, all that's coming soon, and you'll see some of those products today. And then, so share, my notes are all jumbled up here. And then the Jen and Jen, that's Genevieve Coe and Jennifer Cotton Stamp Camp, is coming February 25th. I also know what we're using, so hopefully I will remember to say that when I go through my catalog later. And then a super early sneak peek, not super early, but Alejandra and I have partnered on 2 more classes. The Hippest Hippos class. You're going to make 6 cards. You're going to get a bunch of product. I can't remember the dollar amount. 6 cute cards, half designed by me, half by Alejandra. You're going to get with this class the hippo dies and the stamp set for free, plus I forget how many dollars in merchandise, but of course we'll spell all that out for you. And links are coming soon. We're releasing these in December. And then we're also releasing at the same time our Wonderful World class. And again, you'll get the stamp set and the designer paper free, along with a bunch of other product. But it will be 8 cards. I only have 4 right now. I don't have Alejandra's cards yet. So that's a super early sneak peek, because I'm saying that because we have not even set up our links yet. But just know those are coming. So, and if you already own the stamps and dies, you can opt out of those so that other people can take them for free. But if you don't, it's a great way to get them. Okay, so I think that's what I'm supposed to say. My general schedule is on my blog of upcoming events. So up there, stamptherapist.com. You can go there anytime and click on events. And you can, at the top, and you will see my events that I know of coming up. Although I don't think I have the hippo on there or the trees for sale, just because they're kind of special and we just put those out. Anyway, whatever. When I made the thing, I didn't remember to put them in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, there are so many specials going on or coming up now / soon. So first of all, the seasonal sale is going on. This ends on Friday. I did forget to check this morning. Let me try to log back in. I had closed every window on my computer to try to make that video camera work, and that did not happen. Let me get in on this demonstrator website and go to the inventory status report. Because as I predicted in my head, because these items are on sale, they can sell out during the sale and split card textures dies sold out. Now they are coming back, but you won't be able to get the sale price. What are they called? Stylish shapes dies, low inventory because of this sale. Because your dies are from the annual catalog, all dies are 20% off. That's amazing. That's more savings than when in a bundle. Bundles are only 10% off. Then stamp sets are 15% off. So if you want a bundle, you buy the stamp set, you buy the dies separately as separate codes, and you're going to save so much money. We also have the Merry Melody embossing folder is low inventory. Several stamp sets are low. Biggest Wish, Bamboo Beauty, Threw It Together, Vintage Tools, a little cheesy. Low inventory of a paper that's on sale. The hues of happiness is low inventory, which means they can sell out any moment. And then not orderable, fish builder punch, best label punch, split card texture dies, and a few stamp sets are not orderable. Again, because of the sale. I missed out on one as well because I was too slow. Christmas season, watercolor shapes, lighthouse point, speedy recovery, and adventurous journey are currently not available. They're coming back. All of this is coming back. The problem is not during the sale. So if there is anything you want that's on sale, get it now. I see, though, I think the seasonal sequins came back. I got to order me some of those. I need those for an event. They're not on sale, but they were temporarily not available. Okay, so seasonal sale. So here it is, 10% off all punches in this catalog only. 15% off all stamps besides host sets. 20% off all dies. 20% off all embossing folders, and 20% off all non-specialty and non-assortment designer paper. These are great, great deals. Now, as a demo, you get your discount on top of that. Don't forget, if you buy the starter kit today, it's $99. You pick $125 in anything you want. And yes, you can choose those sale items as part of your starter kit. So any questions on this sale, let me know. Back to comments here. Because it's awesome. And it ends Friday, but remember, it's putting this product while supplies last. So we have that sale going on. Go to the next page. Okay, so I consider this a special. Demonstrators can see these catalogs online now. Now, if you went to the OnStage event, you were able to order from them. That's what I'm going to show y'all today. But if you are not a demonstrator, I said this earlier, the moment you join for $99 with no obligation to sell or any of that, then you get access to view these online now. So you can start making your wish list. And December 1st, you get to order from them. And you get a free gift with every $50 and $100 spent the entire month of December on anything you purchase in December as a demo. You get that that gift. So for us, that's a huge perk. We get 3 months of celebration instead of only 2 months that customers get. So I'm not allowed to show the inside of these yet, as you probably know, but they're amazing. And I'm going to tell you about some and show you the product I have. So in addition, December 1st is a sad day where we have to start saying goodbye to a bunch of stuff from this catalog, which technically is always basically these mini catalogs are while supplies last. We've already sold out of a couple of items. Like, it's too late. They're gone. Lights Aglow designer paper, and make sure that's still on the list. And the witch punch, whatever it's called. So those two items, yes, Lights Aglow and Witch Hat Builder Punch are no longer available. We're not getting any more in according to this inventory list. That can happen to the other stuff that's going to retire out of this book as well. So they've released the list to the demonstrators. I've marked mine up, and I'm going to show you some of that when I put the camera down. So the point is, we get our discount on top of sale prices. So December 1st, you would be able to order any of the retiring stuff with your discount on top of the other discount, but it's while supplies last. So if you want to guarantee anything in this catalog, it's better to buy it in November before it goes while supplies last. Y'all know how it is. December 1st, a lot of things sell out immediately, and a lot of stuff doesn't sell out immediately. It's unpredictable. But these stamp sets sell out really fast, faster than almost every other product now. So any stamp sets you want from this catalog that are going to retire, I would get them now. And then there's a few products where the bundle pricing is retiring, but the products carry over. So you can only get that bundle pricing by the end of December. Okay, good morning. Let's see. Oh, Susan says no sound. Anyone else say no sound? I do see my closed caption on my Facebook Live, which makes me think there is sound. But let me know if there's no sound. Linda, who was that? No, I forgot her name. Cindy was having no sound issues, but it was all on her end the other day. She kept having to restart her devices and or restart those apps. Good morning, Kathy and Shirley. Who said that? Linda says, love the color of the cover of the new mini catalog. Yes, purple. Shirley, good morning. Charlotte, good morning. I love all the little sunshines and smiley faces. Joan, good morning. We had a Facebook user. Good morning. Stella does have sound. Charlotte has sound. Sandy and Stacy. Thank you guys very much. Okay, so check your device, because they all give us trouble, as y'all know, because I'm going to have to mess with this camera in a minute. It's going to make me upset. Okay, so there we have that. We still have the fitting florets products that are while supplies last. By the way, when we say while supplies last, we're not joking. Let me see if they're still on here. Yes, gold adhesive back swirls sold out. They're in the fitting florets suite. So we have that while supplies last designer paper. We have the framed and festive stamp set while supplies last. I think those are the 3, but the swirls sold out. They were so cute. I knew they were going to sell out. Hey, Linda, good morning. Thanks, Shirley, as well. So yeah, so when we say while supplies last, like, that's not a joke. If you like it, get it now. We do have a new kit. It's called Timeless Greetings. I don't think, oh, yeah, I didn't make a slide because I actually have some samples from this new kit collection over in the online store. Just go to my store, click kits, go over there. We have one called Timeless. I lost my place. Greetings, and it can be used for anyone, but it's a great masculine kit. So check that out. Those are always while supplies last, so you know. And then of course we have the new catalogs. So I'm trying to read my notes. Oh, December paper pumpkin. Let me just tell you about that real quick because I do think it's cute. It's going to make these boxes that are gift card holders. And you make 16 of them, 8 designs, 2 of each. They're all occasion. The stamp set is all occasion. Paper Pumpkin is our monthly craft box in the mail. So that's where you get a box. It's a surprise. It has a stamp set, ink, and whatever supplies and instructions to make the projects. And then we also have a special add-on that you can, if you're a subscriber, you can purchase these Good Things gift cards and envelopes. You see a sneak peek up there on the graphic bottom right-hand corner of these 4 designs of note cards and envelopes. You would want to decorate them, of course. They're just plain. I mean, they have like stripes and stuff, as you see, but they're not ready to send anyway. But they coordinate with the colors of these gift boxes or gift card holders. And anyway, you get 20 card bases and 20 envelopes for only $10. I've got the item code right there, 163134. Only subscribers can purchase the add-ons always. And so you, if you're not a subscriber, the links are in the video. I don't think my Facebook links are there yet because it's being weird lately, but I'll add that description after the video. But in YouTube, the links are there already to subscribe. But you can just purchase 1 month's worth, 3 month, 6 month, or 12 month of Paper Pumpkin if you prefer. And that's in my online store. Okay, I do want to remind everybody I have an online ordering special anytime you order from me. So think about this during this sale. And by the way, thank you to everyone who's ordered so far. And of course, you guys have qualified for this special. Anytime you do that, you're going to get a free gift from me. It has to be of course, an online order with the monthly host code unless it's over 150. So class orders don't count and all that stuff. But anyway, as long as it's a separate order online with the host code, what you get is a free class packet. This month we're using the Snowman Magic Bundle. Plus, I'm giving a free bonus gift of a 1/4 of a pack of Penguin Playmates designer paper, which you'll use to make these projects. It's super cute. I'm going to show you this stuff in a second. And then if your order is 50 or more with the host code, you also get a free full white glittered organdy ribbon. And again, at $150, don't use the host code. Stampin' Up will give you at least $15 in free merchandise, plus I'll give you both gifts. And then these kits are mailed in December, limit 1 kit per person per month, but I do offer two gifts each month. The first one passed already. Okay, so here's the 4 cards. I'm just going to show them up here because I have other stuff down here. I made these on a live already, so you can go check that out if you want to see how they're made. But here's my magician snowman. So cute. So you'll get the kit to make these. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss. You will cut your designer paper this month because you're getting that full 2 of each design here. I think it's 1/4 of a pack. I said I can't flip it that way. Anyway, I've shown this multiple times. Whatever. Y'all know it's cute. That's retired paper, by the way. And then here's the roll of white glittered organdy ribbon you can earn free. So that is my ordering special going on right now. So when I put this graphic up here, this, man, I always get that backwards. This host code right here is the one that you can use to get my ordering special. So I also have, you just go to my blog, stamptherapist.com, and you will see info about that. And there's a video, a link to a 6 or 7 minute video show you how to use a host code. All right, so what I want to do today is show you some new product, but I also want to give you sort of the feeling of the experience of OnStage, whether you've been or not, whether you got to go to this one or not. Hopefully it will be interesting, and please feel free to add in your comments if you were there at any location. I was in Arlington, Texas, you know, because there may be things I forget or happen differently at your location or whatever. But I was in Arlington, Texas. So the first thing was Alejandra and I held an after party for demos. So we had to set up for this. So we got there at 6 p.m. on Friday to set up at a hotel connected to the convention center to set up our event. And thank goodness we had a huge team of our team members show up and help us. Thank you guys very much. At the live event, I totally forgot to thank those people. 100%. It was in my head, but I didn't write it on my notes. That's why I forgot. Y'all know how I am. So thank you so much. I mean, I don't even know how many people it was. It was so many. And they helped us get set up because Stampin' Up! Had an event for Silver Elite title and above that evening at 7:30. And we couldn't get in the room until 6. So we had less than an hour and a half to set up because we also needed to eat dinner. So we get there at 6. We have the team. They're like, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? We get it set up. They help us do it, you know, beautifully. Like, oh, we want matching color scratch paper on each table. Can you organize that? Yes, Christine's like, I'm on it. We need this many numbers of pieces of candy on each table, et cetera, et cetera. So thank you guys. So we did that. Then we go down in the hotel lobby to have dinner, which thank goodness we did that because there was no way anyone going to the Silver Elite reception, none of us would have had time to leave and eat and come back in time for the Stampin' Up! Thing. But a lot. So all of us that were going to Silver Elite ate in the hotel, which was totally fine. I had like loaded tater tots. They were so good. It was a really slow service, but that's fine. And then a lot of them who had helped us went to Saltgrass and had dinner. So that was awesome. I love when the team gets together like that. Then we went over to the Stampin' Up! Event, Silver Elites and above. I think there were 8 or 9 in my team. Yay. So I'm going to now have to point this camera down, and it's going to be very awkward because I literally don't know how to do it. I mean, I've had to practice this before. The problem is, yeah, it's going to be upside down, so I'm going to try to flip this, but which unscrews it a little bit. And it's just a horrible angle. Yeah, so let me see how I can, that was the discarded iPhone charger. I need to make it taller. Okay. Just have to reposition my stuff. This camera is more to the right, my right, than normal. Okay, so when we checked in at the Silver Elite event, unexpectedly, anyone who had been in the top in the company, which I thank you guys very much for your support that got me in the top of the company. But when I and Alejandra and everyone else who was in the top checked in, they gave us this amazing bag. It's like it says the carry-on companion. It's a hard case. It's super cute. So it's decorated gorgeous. I've never like seen a bag like this. I mean, I know they exist, but I've never like researched and tried to buy one or anything. But I looked at, it's called a something, I forgot now. Oh, vanity case. It's a vanity case. Okay, so of course, and they gave us other stuff, which I'm going to show in a second. So we all get our stuff and we go over to these little tables they have set up and we're like looking through all our stuff. So in this bag, it's super cute. Of course, it has a shoulder strap. There was this little pouch that's, I don't know what material, but it's all soft, with a congratulations, of course, signed by Sarah and Shelly. I think that's Sarah. I mean, I think that is Shelly's handwriting. I think she wrote that, but that might be Sarah's. I don't know. But I think one person wrote it, but it was Sarah or Shelly. And then in the pouch is the pins for your top recognition. Oh, it says Stampin' Up embossed on there. Okay, so then we got these pins. Nice, nice. You know, and it says whatever you earned. And then there were ribbons in here for whatever you're in this bag, whatever you're earning. Yeah, whatever you earned, I guess. Achieved, whatever the word is. Then in the other side, and I don't think I took anything else out of here, so besides those ribbons, there's stickers which match Stampin' Up images. These are so cute. Of course, the Stampin' Up logo. The little corgi is so cute. Anyway, aren't those adorable? So stickers. And then in here is the wrap, which, you know, obviously I'm late on my video, so you might have seen this stuff from other demos, but this is my first time showing it. I didn't wear the wrap at the event. I'm going to take it out now. So anyway, but I did take it out and look at it in my hotel room, of course. So it's really nice, though. I don't know what these are called. Look, it has Stampin' Up on it. There may be a name for what type of wrap these are, but there's where the tag is, so that's where your neck goes. I don't know why I'm showing everything backwards today, as if Barefoot Dreams. Anyway, your arm comes out over here, and so it goes over one shoulder and the other shoulder. A really nice color that I think will work on any person, which is nice. All my notes. So anyway, that was the gift for, you know, being in the top of the company. Then, of course, we all got our catalogs. We were literally the first ones to receive the catalogs out of anyone attending this event, because I thought everybody else got their catalogs the next morning around or when they checked in, but they didn't. They passed them out later in the day. So we truly got them early. So we were all, of course, pouring through our catalogs, noticing all the cool stuff. And then we all got, only if you were Silverly and above, you got this amazing Stampin' Up umbrella. So April McCrite opened hers in the hotel room. She was like, I'm going to roll the dice and open this. So all of us got to see hers, and, you know, instead of having to open ours. But of course, it has the awesome Stampin' Up logo. It's really nice. And then on the inside, look at this pattern. It's so cute. So this is awesome. I've had Stampin' Up umbrellas in the past, and I used them until they fell apart. So I'm so happy to have a new Stampin' Up umbrella. I'm definitely going to use it. I'm not going to hoard it like I hoard a lot of my gifts. So only Silver Elites got that. And then everybody got the box, which I'm sure you've seen by now, because Sarah actually has shown this already a long time ago on a video. Sarah Douglas. But it's a nice box, of course. You can put your card swaps or whatever in there. It's all decorated on the inside. We got a letter telling us what our achievements were, and then I'm sure all of the ones who were recognized for being in the top of the company got a card like this. And it is from, look how pretty, and that's, actually, I'm not sure what stamp set that is, but Chad Williams, our DDM, always gives us a personal note, so thank you, Chad. And then the letter just tells you, you know, in case you don't know, Stampin' Up's going to recognize you for this, this, and this. And almost everybody got a letter because they recognize us for so many different things, like our title advancements and hitting some goals with Stampin' Up, etc. So that actually wasn't inside the box, but they handed us this, but same difference. And then your other ribbons were in the box as well. The top performer ones were what was in the suitcase. And so you get to stick those if you choose to your name badge, which was in there with a lanyard. And then I gave my team the Stamp Therapist ribbon. So we all had an extra ribbon. So that's always cool. It makes you feel recognized by the company. It makes you feel special, whatever. So we got that. Let me see a couple on these comments. Yes, Chris, we miss you very much. That wrap does look cozy, Sarah. I think I really will use it, which sometimes I don't use stuff like that. So, okay, we got 2 stamp sets. These are new stamp sets coming out in the new mini catalog. Well, actually, so this one's coming out in the mini, and one of the demos used it in her demonstration. It's called Hand Drawn Dots. It's a background stamp, and it's literally perfect description. It's hand-drawn dots of all different sizes, going from like maybe a fourth of an inch down to an eighth of an inch dots that are irregular. And then Beautifully Happy is a celebration stamp set, which you can earn free with a $100 purchase starting in what month? January for customers, December for demos. And it's photopolymer, and it's a huge set. That's why it's free with 100, like huge, as in there's tons of images. And it's a 2-step flower set. I think that is the one on that congratulations card. I was thinking it was, and I wasn't sure. Oh no, it's a different flower. It's very similar though. You could do the same effect here. Stampin' green, Stampin' fresh freesia. Anyway, it's got flowers that are 2 steps, so you can stamp and color them in, or stamp and fill them in with the distinctive image. And then it's got words. For a feeling better kind of day, sending happy thoughts, for a very happy birthday, kindness matters, thank you, and you are easy to love. And they're cursive and straight fonts mixed together. So that's really cool. And then there's like a dot, splattery background as well. So very pretty. We got pins, like trading pins. Sorry, I'm not used to the camera location here. I really like the ones I got, but everybody got different ones. I think everyone got the OnStage Stampin' Up pin. And then I got this butterfly one and this sun one. So super cute. We got a notebook. Of course, I didn't use it because I wanted to keep it fresh. It has grid lines in it. It has the Stampin' Up logo. It's spiral on top. It's got Stampin' Up embossed on it. It's kind of like petal pink. And then if you look at the bottom, it's like got this design printed at the edge of the paper. A really nice pin, which I did not use either, but April tested it out and she was like, this is a really nice pen. So I will be using it. I did that as well, over the past. I used to never use the pens we got. That's what I'm trying to say. And now I'm like, that's dumb. Why wouldn't you use a pen that you get? So is that yeah, it's got a little gel thing on it, I think. Okay, yeah, it's really nice. Okay. And then last but not least, of course, the bag. Super cute. It is a shoulder, is that called a shoulder bag? I'm blanking on the name, like a crossbody bag. It is, where I should put this stuff. It's got Stampin' Up embossed on it. It's basically evening evergreen. It has a nice pocket in the back, and then a zipper in the inside. Got the Stampin' Up logo there, and of course some space there. So it's more like a purse, which I think is pretty cool because I actually might use it versus the big ones. Sometimes I never use. And a nice long strap on that. So we all got that. Super cool. Okay. Now swaps. So then we could swap. It's totally optional. You don't have to swap, but you can. And so I took 15 cards because that's all I had time to make. And actually I stamped them, but Landa glued them together for me. Thank you, Landa, again. So I took 15 and I got however many back because I think somebody gave me this. There might be a couple of things people gave, and not even my team, just people were like, I brought everybody a gift. So that was cool. This is a little Santa train treat thing. This girl had a literal rolling cart where she was going around passing out the Santas. I swapped with her. I don't know if she was passing them out to everybody. Okay, so look at all these cards I got. Super cute. Oh, look. I didn't even realize there was candy in that card. That is nice. You don't have to give candy when you swap. Something's in this one as well. And of course, this one has candy canes. This one has tea in it. And there's a Snickers in that one. Okay, so there we go. There's all my swaps. It's not as many, but I do have more swaps to show you. Don't worry, because we did a swap at our after party as well. So it's cool about the swapping at these events is, hey, Sharon, you can just, oh, Karen says she used the bag for the rest of her trip. Love it, Karen. Anyway, you can take a couple of cards up to I think the most in our team that I heard about was 70 something that someone took. Isn't that so cute? So shiny. And that's how many you get back. You just walk around and literally trade with people. So cute. I love the dog one, of course, the little Scotty dog. So anyway, that was really fun as always, but mine was finished so fast because I took so few cards. But anyway, so we got to swap, and then at the event, everybody got a giveaway, the Decorative Borders stamp set. I think this was an all attendee. I'm pretty sure. So it's photopolymer. It's in the new mini catalog, and it's literally what it says. Decorative borders. They're all outline images. You can color them in, mostly floral, some greenery, and some that are just decorative little borders. So decorative borders, photopolymer stamp set, we all got. Then we had our prize patrol, which that's what the number is on the back of the name tag. Everybody gets a number, and then they call out numbers throughout the day and say, if you have this number, you get this. Well, my prize was, for my number one, was the loose daisy embellishments. This camera doesn't focus as well either. And they're little, April was number one as well. And we were trying to figure out how to describe them, but they're almost rubbery. They're flexible. I don't know if I can flex it on the camera, but anyway, they're kind of rubbery, flexible. So they're not heavy at all. They're not like metal. They'd be great in a shaker or just to glue down to your project. I'm going to try to point the camera down a little, or not point it, but zoom it in a little bit since I'm done with the big stuff. So that was my prize patrol. And then we had another all attendee giveaway, which I'm going to show you my open pack later because I bought more of this. This is the dry brush metallic specialty paper. Everybody got a pack of that, which was awesome. This paper is gorgeous. I'm going to open it for you later. I don't want to open this pack because I bought a second pack. So we got that. And then we got to do make and take. So everybody was supposed to make 2 of each. one of each, which ends up being 2 cards from the new kit I was telling you about earlier. And so see how it's masculine. The stamp set has like the little world image, a clock image, and I can't remember the rest, but somebody on our table has that stamp set from the kit because they allowed us to take all the stuff on the table home at the end, which is amazing. And so I got the Evening Evergreen ink pad. Yay! I always love having extra ink pads because I use so many. And then Time to Celebrate here. So there were lots of cool greetings in this set. Again, I literally can't remember the other images, but you can see it in the online store. This kit is in the online store right now for sale while supplies last. And the envelopes are cool. So definitely more of a masculine vibe. And those were our make and takes. And then I got the ink pad. And then my last little thing to show you before I start showing product is my scratch paper. Because, of course, I took it. It's so cute. But I did stamp on it. So it's not unharmed. I even have adhesive on it. But it was really pretty exclusive scratch paper. There's the clock image I stamped. That's me stamping. There's my other mistakes and adhesive. But just gorgeous scratch paper, of course. So, of course, I took that home. All right. So what I'm going to do is over here off camera, open up my catalogs and show you. Actually, I wanted to do, let me do this real quick first. But I'm going to say what, not every page, don't worry, but I'm going to say what is in the book and then show you it when I have it. By the way, at the event, one of my team members, of course, because they're all amazing, but one of my team members, Evelyn Roseborough, got to do a stamping demonstration. It was amazing. She was the last one of the day of all. I think we had 6 or 7 stamping demonstrations at least. She was the very last one, and she did so good. So congratulations to Evelyn on that. And if you weren't there, you definitely missed it because it was so good. So, oh my gosh, I literally forgot a whole other section of stuff to show y'all. Darn it. Okay, I do have more stuff to show. Remember, this is the experience of the event, so I'm not going to show that yet. I have an entire box of gifts I received from people. Let me grab this first because it's huge. This was from Pat, but I have to say I don't remember names of everybody who gave me stuff because I'm terrible and I can't remember crap. But this was from Pat. It's pretty big, so it's kind of like easy to remember. This is a huge bag that I won't be able to show you the whole thing the way I have the camera here. And then there's another bag inside that she was telling me I missed getting this bag at another Stampin' Up event from her because I was stuck in Florida. And so she was like, remember that? I'm like, I kind of do, I kind of don't, but thank you because the bag is gorgeous. Look at this. So she gave me that, but that was like a, you know, you missed this. And by the way, this black one is, of course, a Vera Bradley bag because Pat. Anyway, I got a gnome, which a lot of people got gnomes from Pat, but of course I got one, so thank you, Pat. So special. I got a notebook, which she decorated. How good she is. This is all in the bag. One of her past projects, they're a little, so cute, like such a great idea, a little gift for a kid. A glam bag, which I always need bags like this. Oh my gosh, focus. That camera. And then she surprised me with a Coach, what do we call this? Bag charm. Instead of a Vera Bradley little not purse, but like a Vera Bradley wallet that she usually gives me. So she tricked me this time. But thank you, Pat, very much. Look at this gorgeous. And of course, she and I have Coach purses. Mine was free from Stampin' Up because I didn't buy that. Anyway, isn't that gorgeous little charm, holiday charm? And of course, the box she decorated in. So thank you, Pat. Here's that. Just to show you all. Is that, see, Vera Bradley bag. Okay, so I got all that. I can't wait. This is going to be, ooh, I might use that as class decoration temporarily until I do my house. By the way, well, no, I want to show you that prize later, so I'm not going to show you my door prize yet. I also did not steal because Stampin' Up said we could take everything, but I got from our table the decoration. My team my friends who were at the table with me said I could take it because we all were taking stuff. Anyway, isn't this so cute? It says Stampin' Up. It's on this little foam thing, so I can use it to decorate this room or events. Isn't that cute? So it was really cool that Stampin' Up was like, yes, take all the stuff that's left on the table. Just take it. So I got that. And then I have this whole box full of other gifts. Literally, who has the best team? Me. Now these are swaps, but all these gifts. So I'm showing you the box, but I'm going to move it and just pull stuff over. Try to do this quickly. Dorothy handmade bag. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous with the gold foil and all that. And then look at all the treats in there and gifts. There's lotion, literally treats, drink mixes. I can't remember if I stole anything out of here yet, Dorothy. Oh, that was from Carrie. So love that. Gorgeous. And then this adorable matching hand sanitizer holder, plus with hand sanitizer inside. I got turtles. Yes, love it. A couple of these gift holders with the candy inside. Again, I know the other one's in here, but I'll find it when I find it. But with the Ghirardellis or Ghirardelli, whichever the pronunciation is. This one, I think, is from Jackie, which hit the nail on the head with the trail mix for me there. And there's other candy inside as well. And it's gorgeous. Like, I'll be displaying that, of course. Landa always makes bag tags for us so that when we get that bag from Stampin' Up, we can label it so that, because ours looks like everyone else's. So thank you, Landa. Linda gave me this super adorable bag that she decorated, but look, she said she made this on her Cricut, and I was like, what? So thank you, Linda. I don't know how she made that on her Cricut, but it's like a what do you call those? A keychain that says OnStage Arlington, Texas 2022. It's awesome. Darla gave me this. It's so gorgeous. And I'm really, really wanting to do a video series next week of holiday gift giving ideas. And so if I do, I'm going to make this because Darla is amazing. And not only is there a gift in here, there's instructions in here on how to make this. And look at that. Love it. So thank you, Darla. So nice. I got treats wrapped adorably with Stampin' Up product. Hand sanitizer, which I immediately threw in my purse, and I found it yesterday, and I was like, oh, I got to pull that back out to show on my video. I got M&Ms and a ruler from Marianne. Marianne's so sweet. Sorry, I don't remember all the names of the non-labeled stuff. Here's my other little Ghirardelli holder. This was in a cello bag, but I took it out. So it was wrapped up so sweet from Carrie. And it's handcrafted from the heart. She made these, again, like I can't think of the right name for these, but you clip it onto your bags or whatever, or it could be a keychain. But anyway, she made it with Stampin' Up ribbons. Isn't that cute? And I'm not sure what type of ribbon this is, but anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's adorable. And then I think this is the last gift. I think this was from Terry. Thank you so much. And it's full of amazing stuff. Candle, water, treats, chapstick, twine, nail file, etc. Thank you so much, Terry. The little clip, I mean, it's amazing. And I even have a fall decor here, which my house is not decorated, so I'm going to put that in the window in the kitchen. And last but not least, I got a congratulations card from Sarah. It's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I don't even own this stamp, but I think I need it. Like that big medallion stamp. So thank you so much, Sarah. Gorgeous card. Okay, so those are the gifts. So I hope you kind of have a feeling of the experience of backstage. OnStage. I keep calling it backstage for some stupid reason. And Then I have all these swaps from Alejandra, my event, which, by the way, thank you to everyone who attended that event. You guys were awesome. We had no hiccups, no issues. Hopefully everybody had a great time, because they didn't tell us about any problems they were having, you know, with stamping or the projects or anything. We lost one stamp and we found it. It just literally had got knocked off, or probably stuck to something and fell off on the back of the table. So, like, it couldn't have gone smoother. And we appreciate everyone who came. There were tons of prizes given away, including we gave away all of the product at the end that we had on the table. So we gave away stamp sets and ink pads and blending brushes. And then we had this amazing swap where it was optional, but they could participate, and we gave away like 5 swap prizes for our top 5 that they voted on. So I'm just going to lay these out real quick, because just to save us a minute here on the video. And then I'm going to show the Stampin' Up! Product for real. Well, after I show you what's coming up on sale. So amazing swaps. That one's going the other direction. There's a lot of landscape ones. I think this was one of our winners, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But either way, it was gorgeous with this. I forgot what that technique is called, where you do the score lines and then stamp. So there's white in between. It looks like tiles. Gorgeous. I love all these swaps. I'm very excited to have them in my collection. Okay, let's go landscape now, because we have lots of landscape cards. I used some new product. Oh, it was so good. No, this camera's at a weird angle, by the way. If I mess with it, I might knock it off. This is one of those, it's like a 3D card if you fold it up. So cute. And then, oh my gosh, those little flowers are so cute on there. Go back, mix and match here. Love the glimmer paper on that one. Of course, I love this one so much. It's so cute. This is a stamp set, this gingerbread thing that I have not used yet. And now it's going to retire. I still haven't used it. Let's see if I can fit it in before retirement. And then just keep going with these. I love this one too. That's that paper that sold out, Lights Aglow, but that's a great way to use that one piece of it. Oh my gosh, this was another winner. Look at this shaker card. I think Sarah made that one. Yep. Is that not gorgeous? That's the same stamp set she made my card out of. I love it. I love all of these so much. They're so good. And then one more little handful, like 4 more cards here. Okay. Last but not least, those 4. So gorgeous, gorgeous. Love them. I'm gonna get them out of the way now and actually quickly talk about this retire list. Then we'll actually see our new product. Finally. Okay, so this holiday mini catalog, I just want to remind you what I said like an hour ago. Yeah, it's only been 1 hour. We're good. About the retiring list coming out. And so it's been released to demos. I've gone through and marked my book. So if it's R, it's retiring. If it's R and I marked out the price and wrote a new price, it's discounted. They will all be while supplies last starting December 1st, although technically a couple of items have sold out already, so you never know. But you are going to want to order anything that you want from this book 1,000,000%. I recommend you order it before the catalog or before the list goes live, and it's truly while supplies last December 1st. A lot of the dies are going to be discounted though, so keep that in mind. But remember, the stamp sets sell out fast, so they could sell out of a stamp set and still have the dies available, which in most cases don't do you any good. So get those stamps. Do the math to see if the bundle pricing is cheaper or if buying the things individually is cheaper. All that. We do have carryover items that will remain available, of course, when the new book comes out. Here's an example where we have the stamp set and dies carrying over, Regal Reindeer, but the bundle is retiring. So you just want to know about all this. Some of these dies are deeply discounted, and a lot of the products are deeply discounted. These adhesive back stars are so amazing. They're only going to be $5.25, iridescent trim $5.60, and so on. So I'm not going to go through everything right now. I will be sharing these lists, of course, but you're going to want to make your list, check it twice, and see what you might want to get before December 1st to guarantee, or to hopefully better guarantee. Look how cheap these Merriest Frames hybrid are, $15. Woo! December 1st though. Okay, so that's about that. Now, these catalogs, what I plan to do is go through off screen. I'll open the pages and I'll tell you, like on page, if I remember that part, I'll say like on page X is this product, and I'll show you the product. So only what we could pre-order. So from this celebration brochure, which December 1st, we can pre-order everything. This was a special offer. Only if you attended OnStage, you were allowed to order select items from these two books early. They start January 1st for customers. They are December 1st for all demonstrators. Okay, so the Adorable Owl stamp set is Celebration. It's red rubber. It's free with a $50 purchase January 1st. You can get it free now, or December 1st if you're a demo. And I'm going to use this in my new catalog kickoff event. So it's just these 3 owls. We have one with a party hat, one with a bow tie, and one that's flying. They're like cartoonish, sketchy, color all man, super cute. They're about 2 1/4 inches tall, the biggest one. And then there's 3 greetings. My friend, it's your day, and hoot hoot, you're so cute. That's going to be very popular. There's another super cute set on this page that we couldn't pre-order, so you'll get to see that later. Then we have this Dainty Flowers 12 by 12 designer paper, free with a $50 purchase. So I've flipped my pages already. This paper is gorgeous. At first, or to me in the catalog, you can't tell how gorgeous it is. So it's kind of like wildflowers, although y'all know I don't really know flowers, so I don't know if they're wildflowers. But we have a sheet with a bunch of wildflowers, very colorful. Let me just read off the colors real quick. Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Fresh Freesia, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Rich Razzleberry, and Starry Sky. So gorgeous flowers there, all different kinds, just all super close together. Not really, they're barely overlapping. Like you probably could hand cut these out, but it would be tight. In the back though, look at the back. Is that not amazing? Like my lighting's bad. Is that not amazing? Yes, it is. I'm going to try to point 2 lights down and see if it makes it any better. Owls, they're adorable for real. Sharon, yes, we did have great swag. Hey, Betsy, there's one of our awesome helpers there. Joyce, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Hey, Susie, thanks for sharing the video. Elizabeth, good morning. Cindy shared, thank you. Linda Harrell, she was awesome. Talking about Evelyn, yes. Evelyn was cracking us up in her demo, y'all. Okay, so the back of these awesome wildflowers is this watercolor, but it's like so many colors, green, purple, pink, splatter, and it's like a huge watercolor, like not like if you're just making a little watercolor background on a card. No, the whole 12 by 12 is these giant swatches of watercolor. So that's gorgeous. Then we have one of those sheets where it's basically you cut it in half at 6 inches and you have flowers growing up from both sides. Usually it's the same exact design flipped. So you can cut that at 5 1/4 or whatever and make a card front and all that stuff. And it's, again, this pretty much the same wildflowers, but a much larger scale. And this time they're all growing from the ground together versus separate where you would cut them apart. Gorgeous. Back of that one is just a nice green. I literally already forgot what colors these are. Oh, old olive. Yeah, I was going to say it looks granny apple greenish to me, but they say old olive. So green, sort of watercolory, but then little bitty dainty flowers in a super light green growing up in one direction, but just little individual ones all pieced together. Then we have one of those frame pieces. I don't know that there is a die that cuts these out. I didn't know. I don't see any samples. There's some gorgeous samples in the book, but I don't see any with this frame on there. But anyway, they're large oval frames. There's 6 of them. And then in the center, there's 2 floral images that are exactly the same, one coming from the left, one from the right. It's just sort of a floral image growing. If you turned it this way, it'd be growing from the bottom, but they're not really growing like realistic because it's like it goes from one design of a flower into the next design. It just flows. It's just super pretty. So I'll see what you guys do with that. Then we have another watercolory, splattery background. More purple in this one, little less green, little less pink. Super gorgeous. Like, okay. Then another green themed, but now it's more light green background, dark green, and it's just greenery instead of flower images. But there is color variations, super gorgeous. You could cut these apart individually, and I don't know if we have a set of dies. I'm gonna look. Coordinates with Dainty Delight bundle. I think I have that. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna grab it. Nope. Hold on, I'm gonna grab the correct thing. So I don't know if these dies from Dainty Delight bundle are going to die cut out some of these designer paper images. There would be only about 4 dies that would, if that's the case. So we'll see. And then the back of that is fresh freesia with little dots. Then we have a floral one, more purple, so a light purple background, and then all the little dainty tiny flowers on here have purple. Purple blooms. I'm trying to read which purple. I think it's, rich razzleberry. Rich razzleberry is what they're calling it. Not fresh freesia. Oh, no, they do have freesia. So freesia and razzleberry. Okay, then we have this gorgeous starry sky image with just little, I'm trying to think of the word, diamonds, but it's all hand drawn. It's like if you draw a line, put a dot, draw a line, put a dot, and you make it connect and make like 1/4 inch diamonds all across in white. Super cute. Then the back of that, nope. Oh, that was the back of the purple one. Okay, then we have another very similar to this first floral image, just a smaller scale. It's basically almost the exact same thing. There are some different images here as the very first page, on a smaller scale. Yeah, that's almost exact. And then the back of that is Blushing Bride. It's like the one that was Blushing Bride. I mean, sorry, it was another color. What was it? Green. Green with light, super light green flowers. This is Blushing Bride with super light, or they're white flowers on here. Okay, so that is that set of gorgeous paper, free with a $50 purchase. No limit, by the way. You can get as many of these as you want unless we run out, which supposedly these items won't run out, but you know how sometimes temporarily things can run out until we get them back in stock. So that was on page 6. I forgot to say page numbers. Page 8 is the Day at the Farm designer paper. There's a whole bundle that matches this as well. So there's going to be dies and a stamp set. Day at the Farm is super cute. Let me grab my stamp set over here. Right here. So you can see, I think someone said that these dies, I think they said this at the event, are going to match some of the stamped image, some of the designer paper images. See that? So that's on the farm, which I'll show in the other catalog. So this is page 8. So we have this sheet with cows and sheep and pigs and little flowers and leaves in between. It's on a solid white background. Just the animal images that you can cut apart or use it as a background. and of course little floral images as well. Back of that is a gorgeous plaid. I think that's cherry cobbler. Yep, cherry cobbler plaid. Gorgeous. That can just be straight up masculine card. You don't need to use it with the farm stuff. Then we have a sheet with super cute trees with little cows like under the trees and little flowers all over. I don't know how to describe these trees, but the trunk is drawn with the, like you see the branches, and then they have just a round, like if you draw a tree like I would, just a little cloud thing around it, but then you color it in green, leaving the brown showing. Hopefully that's a good description for our visually impaired people. The colors in this paper are balmy blue, Cajun craze, cherry cobbler, daffodil delight, garden green, pear pizzazz, Sahara sand, and soft suede. So that's definitely garden green and pear pizzazz on the two different color treetops. Then we have just a sheet of garden green with a lighter green of rolling hills. So many hills, but it's art. It's like not realistic. Some hills are plain, some have little grains growing on them, some have little, maybe this is just like impressionistic kind of art, like I guess this might be the word. Little tufts of grass or flowers, and then some have stripes drawn on them. So anyway, super cute. Then we have a solid cherry cobbler with white hand-drawn farm images. So there's a little barn, a silo, I think these are called, trees, sheep, cows, chickens, little like chicken scratch marks, little bees, little feathers, little clouds. So again, these could be hand cut apart, or it makes a great background. I don't know that any of these dies match those images though. The back of that one is just a nice white sort of like you took a screen and scraped, what do you call it? Crumb cake ink over it, or Sahara sand, whatever they're calling it. And you got that image background. This one's gorgeous. They got the balmy blue background, solid balmy blue with yellow chicks, white chickens, white geese, and little windmills all over it. So again, you can cut them apart, but it makes a great background. There's another, oh, that's another color of a chicken as well, like with brown spots. It's just so cute. Like, I don't know how to describe it any better. Here's a chicken wire one, just white with Sahara sand chicken wire. There's this giant image. It looks like, to me, a child's book, like in a good way, but literally it looks like a page in a book. So it's, I don't know how you would use this, not on a scrapbook page, honestly, but you could cut the little, there's cows on it. It's basically a big scene. There's a area, I don't know what you call this, a field, and then a dark green field, and then another section with some yellow with the barn and the silos and the windmill, and then another line, these like hill lines, and then some greenery, and then a blue sky. Best description I can give. There's pigs, chickens, sheep, cows. So you could cut out a bunch of individual images on here. You could use the whole thing. And I'm sure you can use it in sections, but it'll just be interesting. And then the back of that one is balmy blue with small white outline flowers and leaves, floral images. And then here's all the stuff they grow on the farm. It's a black or gray background with literally corn, carrots, tomatoes, broccoli, cucumbers, onions, peas, greenery. So again, it's hard to describe, but it's really gorgeous. Bell pepper. And vibrant, super vibrant colors on these. And then they're, even though it's obviously hand painted, they're realistic looking. And then the back of that is just lines and dotted lines in the Daffodil Delight on a white background. Okay, so there's that one. It's going to be so gorgeous. That's on page 8. And And I will be offering a class with this, with my kickoff with Genevieve. It's not a kickoff, but my event with Genevieve Co., the Jen and Jen. Oh, and I think I'm using it at my kickoff. That's what I wrote down. My new catalog kickoff as well. Okay, page 9, sending support. Great red rubber stamp set. It's pastures. Pastures. Thank you, Janet. Pastures. I live in Texas, but I'm not down with the farm stuff. Like, I'm not knowledgeable. Sampler page with a farm scene. Ooh, yes, Jean. Yes. Farmer's market paper. Oh, yes. Love it. Hey, Lori. Okay. Line drawn. Line drawn. Allison says framed florets. Oh, those ovals. Cool, 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 cool. I'm reading y'all's comments. Sorry. Liz finally got off a work call. Okay, sending support is red rubber. It's free with a $50 purchase. It's on page 9, and it's all words. So we have some days are harder than others. Sending loving thoughts and prayers. Hope today is one of the easier ones. There are so many ways you might feel right now. Alone shouldn't be one of them. Here for you always. Good luck. It's okay not to feel okay. You've got this. My shoulder is yours. Courage is really being scared and doing it anyway. All of the words are either all caps or they're mixed in with like one word might be cursive. Some of them are just all caps though. So it's a mixed font stamp set, and they're smaller. The longest one is maybe 2.5 inches, and that's just like 1/4 of an inch tall. And then either way, the fonts are really small, but some of them have the words stacked, so it's a little taller. Oh my gosh. And then there's something on page 11 that we don't have yet. And then in the country, page 12 is a set of 2 rubber stamps. Chad Williams demonstrated this in Arlington, Texas. Whichever location you went to, the Stampin' Up staff did some demos, but Chad Williams did this one in ours. And it was hilarious because he had a couple of issues, but like it was a great demonstration. But he showed coloring this scene in. There's basically 2 scenes here. One with like some stone steps, and it's like a doorway you would see like in Europe or something. Stone, flowers growing, a doorway. I'm trying to think of the style of these type of stamps. I can't remember what they're called. And then the other one is like a dirt road, basically. And then the grass kind of growing up on a hill next to it with a wood fence. There's sort of pine-looking trees off to the other side. And that was the one he was coloring in. I mean, he had an issue, but we won't talk about that. But so in the country, free with 50, and it has the 2 images. And of course, they're pretty large. 3 by 2, 3 by 2. Yeah, one's just portrait and one's landscape. So that'll be free with 50. Of course, I already showed you the Beautifully Happy, which we got free if we went to backstage or on stage. And it's free with a $100 purchase, and it's photopolymer, and it's flowers and words. I showed that earlier. That's on page 13. And then the last one that we were able to get is the Dandy Designs 12 by 12. So this is free with 100 because it's 48 sheets of paper. I'm going to flip through these quickly because there's 48 of them. So let me just tell you the colors. Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, and Petal Pink. I'm just going to give a vague description. This one's like the mango with white stars on it. The back is a white with coral, and I guess that's mango or light coral, little bitty flowers all over it, sort of groovy 70s. I mean, they're not exactly, but sort of. And then we have this, what color are we going to call that? It's light Calypso Coral, I think. Like super light, though. going to call it that, light Calypso Coral. With little, I don't know if you can even see that pattern at all because this camera is not giving me good lighting today. It's another reason I'm really, really mad that my phone didn't work. What are those called? 1, 2, 3. Hexagons all over it. Then the back is just white with zigzags of several pastel colors. I love this one. It's white with evenly spaced and perfectly circle, like 1/8" dots all over it, but they're in pastel colors. They're like freesia, light coral, mango, and I don't know, they remind me of like a computer kind of thing, computery kind of image. I don't know why I'm saying. Do y'all know what I mean? Like when you see the dots, pixelation and stuff. Anyway, it's just cute. Okay, back of that is the light Calypso Coral with just a really cute little decorative repeated pattern. Squares with little dots in between them, rounded corner squares that are about 1/4 inch of the purples and oranges. I'm just going to call them because these colors are weird. The back is all freesia with light freesia little flowers. Then we have a freesia with white grid lines. Perfect. Love it. Great for scrapbooking as well. A fresh freesia gingham pattern. So white and dark freesia in there and light freesia. Same exact pattern as the first page, but with the stars, but with Calypso Coral. See, that's dark coral. That's the real coral. The back of that is a plaid with coral and black and white. It's more of a smaller plaid. This is the one Chad called like fruit stripes gum. So it's diagonal stripes, mango melody, and white. We have thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin. Like it's a whole pattern thing. And there is some lighter mango in there. That's really cute. And then another one with the squares that are rounded, like 1/4 inch squares. All mango melody, light and dark. So it's a darker background with the light and dark squares. And then no dots on that one though. What is it? Not tempting turquoise. What do we call this color? It's the new turquoise color, which is not listed on the sheet. Darn, I forgot. Anyway, that's the grid lines, white grid lines on that one. What the heck? Tahitian Tide, I believe, even though that's not listed, but that is there. They might be calling it Balmy Blue. Let me mark my spot here. I'm going to do a comparison. Maybe it is Balmy Blue, but okay, all I have is a full pack. Maybe it is. So this is Tahitian Tide, my paper. That's Balmy Blue. I guess it is Balmy Blue. It looks more turquoise to me, though. Whatever. It's really pretty, though, as a side note. Anyway, it's Balmy Blue with white grid lines. Okay. Another white with little 1/4 inch rounded squares and dots in between in blues and greens. Balmy Blue with light balmy blue and white dots all over. The fruit stripes on the back of that with balmy blue and white. The hexagon image with green. These colors are weird. They're not ugly, they're just weird. So they list granny apple green, but that's like almost mint macaron. And then the back is a green and blue and white gingham with the black, little bit of black in there, small pattern. These are just regular stripes, thin and thick granny apple green with white in there going straight up and down, not diagonal. More dots all over, kind of like the computer pixelation kind of pattern I was talking about before. Oh, but they're bigger than that, and they're in greens, purples, and blues. So cute. And last one, I think, oh, yeah, last one, front and back. So zigzags again, skinny little zigzag lines going all the way across in greens and blues on a white background. And the back of that is a granny apple green with a little pattern that was repeated on one earlier. So I know that's a lot, but it's amazing. And that's free with a $100 purchase. It's on page 14. There's a host set that I believe is going to be free with a $150 party or order. And then there's some amazing offers for joining as well. So we'll talk about all that at the time. So that is the celebration that we could buy from the big catalog that is purple. Yes, purple people win this round. And I like purple, but I'm more pink. So let me see. We're going to go to page 14. And remember, when you see designer papers here and ribbons, these will be part of the share that's going to be offered. So just keep that in mind. So this is called the Fancy Flora Suite Collection, S-U-I-T-E, Suite Collection. There's 2 bundles in this suite. Sorry, this camera's in a weird spot. So we have the Something Fancy bundle, which, by the way, you're going to want it. Look at these dies. The dies can stand alone, in my opinion, because the stamp set is just words, which it is great. We're using it in our paper share as one of the stamp sets, and we haven't decided the second one yet. But anyway, with or without the bundle, these dies called Something Fancy dies are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that you can use for your greetings and labels, and then 3 decorative dies that I honestly don't know if they die cut out or just make an impression, but they are positioned in a way where you can put them. Oh, they might die cut out, because I think actually they're going to, 2 of them at least are going to die cut out. Yes, a hole at the top of these 2 sort of like tag dies. See that? Look at that. Fancy. Stampin' Up. Yeah, see it? It says Stampin' Up on there, on the die. Anyway, so they one cuts a tulip and 2 leaves. So that could be an opening there, and one's like a teardrop opening. Now this one, oh, I guess it does fit it as well. It does have the same shape, and it's a little stem and 5 leaves. So that will be pretty. I don't know if they have any, not that I can show it, but yeah, I don't see a sample of that die cut in the catalog. So we'll have to do it ourselves. Anyway, they're pretty large shapes. I lost my ruler of these dies. I found it and I can't pick it up. Like over 3 inches long on some of them. So 3 to like 3 1/4 ish. By a couple, maybe 1 3/4 tall. They layer. One has 3 layers, one has 2. The other have 2. There's this other sort of banner type image where the 2 ends are cut at an angle. Like, it's amazing. There's a hexagon. It's amazing. These dies are going to be a must-have. They're called Something Fancy dies because in this book, the coordinating products have the same name. Something Fancy dies, Something Fancy stamp set. So you're going to want those. Okay, moving on. Sarah says, yes, those dies are amazing. Something Fancy is a red rubber stamp set. It's mixed font. So I've said that multiple times. Put my heater back on. But every time I've said that, they have been different cursive and different print. So anyway, these are all caps, but again, totally different. It's more fun and playful than the last one I described. So we have You Matter to So Many with Deepest Sympathy. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. May the good you do come back to you. Nothing fancy, just love. Grateful for the everyday magic of you. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Thank you. Here's to beautiful beginnings and happily ever afters. So Something Fancy is great. And then the other bundle in this set is two-tone flora. So you get all words and all flowers. Two-tone, two-step. You can stamp the flower and then stamp the detail right on top. There's really no need to color this one in at all. It is red rubber. The flowers are pretty darn large there. By the way, this is what we're going to use at our April 2023 retreat, this suite of products for our 10 or more make and takes, this whole suite of products. Of course, we'll add other things in as well. Okay, so you have a lot of two-step flowers in different sizes. A couple, the leaf, I only see one step there. So a small grouping of 4 flowers and there is like a center image to stamp on that. I'm trying to figure out if this little guy is for anything or it's just a standalone. It's almost like 3 little tiny, tiny baby tulips and some dots around them. But you can see which ones match up flower-wise. So yeah, I think that's standalone, just like a little filler in. And then one that's 2 stems with tons of leaves growing off of them. I think that's more of a standalone than the leaves. Well, maybe. And you can die cut them out. I guess they could be coming out from behind your flowers. Okay, so these dies that match, they're called two-tone flora dies. It's like 9 dies. So you get this one. It's very, very, very detailed, full card front size die. It looks like it does not cut the edges, so it'll just cut it out of whatever size paper you put it on, and that will be the border, whatever size your paper was. It's very detailed, like floral image. You're going to be poking a lot of paper out of your die with that. And then the other dies just cut out every stamped image here, basically all the big stamped images. So awesome two-tone flora. I think it's going to be gorgeous because these products that match it. So we have this one's called Fancy Flora 6x6 paper, 48 sheets. It's sort of impressionistic, I think, style flowers. Or I don't know if it's all flowers. When we flip through, we'll see, but I did look through it a little yesterday. And then there is a lot in this set of paper where it's like the thick texture paint design in different color patterns. So that's your description. If it's flowers, it's kind of like that thick paint. I don't know if it's oil painting. I don't know. But like when an artist has the thick paint and it like literally puts texture on your stuff. And they're, not exactly realistic. Okay. The colors are Balmy Blue, Basic Gray, Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, Night of Navy, Orchid Oasis, Pool Party, Soft Seafoam, Soft Suede, and Soft Succulent. So that first one's got more pink and then sort of purpley and blue, like, is it succulent, or I'm thinking, anyway, a bluish flower. It looks more Coastal Cabana to me, like a light one. But anyway, then we got a green sort of soft succulent with a painted type background I just described. And then look at that. So pretty. Lots of purple. And then the little paint things. Let me see if anyone said what. Not red rubber. What did I say was red rubber? Two-tone flora is photopolymer. And something fancy is red rubber, just in case I said something wrong. Julie, thank you. You know what paper and stamp sets we get for the cruise? Yes, we do know some of that, which I'm going to hopefully remember to say as I flip through here. Because I don't remember the name of it offhand. Okay, so we got the purple there. The back of that is more pinks with greens and stuff on the paints. Here's a gorgeous one with some soft suede and white and green. Huge flat floral image on there, all again in the same style. The back of that is this paint stuff. It's so pretty. Soft suede and white. Got more purples. Like it's hard to describe every page of this paper, and they are different, but it's just hard to describe them individually. But anyway, pinks and purples on this one with some white. You could almost make a sunset scene with that, even though that's not necessarily what it is. Here's one with almost all the colors, just again, like maybe this is where the painters test out and discard their paint. The background is the more blues and greens paint swatchy things. Again, here's one that's real abstract art. So you can turn it into flowers or just a background, whatever you think it is. Green, yellow, greens and yellows. Yeah, so pretty. Ooh, the back of that is yellow with a little orange tints of the paint. So pretty. Here's one with all purple, although they might be calling it another color, but anyways, basically purples with the paints. Blues, oranges, grays, purples. You get the idea here. Here's another gorgeous one with some flowers coming up from the corner, but super impressionistic. Thanks, Lori. Impasta painting. Am I saying that right, Chris? Impasta? Let me put it on the screen. Impasto. Impasto. I'm trying to practice that. Is the thick type. So gorgeous with orange and some soft sea foam there, and brown centers on those flowers. The back is mostly yellow, some blue and green mixed in. Purples and blues. More purples where they're not really flowers, but you can call them flowers. Just, again, with the paint stuff, blues, oranges, browns, gold. I know that's not gold, but it looks gold. This is regular paper. Yeah, I love this color scheme. Gray and yellow. Gray and yellow. Did you look at the back of that already? I think so. More heavy on the green, and then some white and coral. The back of that is just a nice light coral, maybe pink. I can't remember the colors in this paper. This one has more heavy on the balmy blue, and then we've got really bold yellow and some light purples and dark blue a little bit. And then the back of that one is more blue and purple. So hopefully that was helpful. I know it's really difficult to give good descriptions on this paper, like on every page. Impasto. Okay, so impasto paint. Then we have this gorgeous ribbon. It is called Pool Party Grosgrain Ribbon with a nice wide, let me read, 3/8" grosgrain. And it's thin, like it seems like it's going to be really nice to work with. Then we have these gorgeous iridescent pastel gems. They come in Calypso Coral, Balmy Blue, and Gold. So coral, balmy, and gold. Although that's what it says, gold, but they're almost more white or clear. But we'll see when you put it on a project. You know how that can change. They are like rhinestones, but bigger than rhinestones and super solid colors there. And then this is gorgeous, this fine sparkle paper. So I was like thinking it was going to be just like what we have right now, which I'm blanking on the name, the Shimmer 12x12 specialty paper in the holiday catalog. But no, this is smooth. Like there's no texture you feel on the front, but yet the sparkle is amazing. So the 3 colors in it are, I'm going to find it on the page, number 3, fine 12x12 shimmer. It's soft, succulent, fresh freesia, and gold. So this paper is going to be awesome. Remember, we used at our retreat in April. So gorgeous. My camera is not giving a good look at this stuff because I'm not using the correct camera today because my connection wouldn't work right. Also, there's the trash truck as a side note. Okay, next. So I'm going to check real quick in case I skipped anything. Not product I own. Yeah, so I'm going to use on page 9 for anyone who has the catalog, the With Love for You, and the stuff on page 9 for my kickoff. Now I'm going to go to page, we're using on page 21, we're using that for the cruise. And then we're using this for the cruise on page 23. This is product I actually have. This is what Evelyn got to show at our OnStage in Arlington. She did an amazing job. I wish I had her samples. That would be cool. But I don't. So this is called the By the Bay Suite Collection. This is actually $1 million. Susan Elise Morton helped design the stamp set, Seaside Bay. But anyway, within this suite, there, of course, is a bundle called Seaside Bay, which has dies and a stamp set. There is a designer paper, an embellishment, and ribbon. And we'll be using this on our cruise, which will be offered to go as well, by the way. So the stamp set is red rubber. Of course, by the name, you can tell it has sea-type images. So there's lots of shells and I think oysters. I don't know, shells. There's a little open one, clam, I guess, with a pearl. I think that's an oyster. There's like a little image that has dots of sand and 3 shells, which I don't know what specific type of shells those are, but that's one image. There's another just dots to make your sand image. There is a bird. I don't know what kind it is, but a beachy type of bird. And then there's, I think that's a single image with 3 birds on it. Yes. A single image that has 3 smaller birds. There's a pearl. There's a shell, like a smaller shell. There's the crab, which was the star of Evelyn's demonstration. She loves the crab, and she talked about the astrological signs and all that. And then this other shell. Sorry, I don't know. They're all like the long, kind of skinny ones, except one is like the, almost like what you see on the back of a snail. Sorry, I don't know descriptions properly. And then 3 greetings. You are a pearl, rare and precious, heartfelt sympathy, and thank you for everything. And then, of course, there's dies to cut out all of your images. There's like a die that does a border, like a sandy border. And it's really long, which is good. Like, I wonder if they went over 5.5. Yeah, it's like 6 inches long for that border there. Then there are some standalone dies, I believe, yes, that will make, like, there's a clam. So it cuts the top and bottom, and it puts some embossing on there. There's a couple of other, I believe, standalone clam shells that are smaller. 2 singles. There's a standalone like seaweed or seagrass, a couple of those, a larger and a smaller, and then the dies to cut out all the stamped images. Okay, let's see what else, if anybody's saying me. Bye, Sarah. Very common to impasto paint with a palette knife instead of a brush. That makes total sense because it's so thick. Like, you can tell just from the flat paper, it's so thick. Anyway, okay, so Seaside Bay stamp set and Seaside Bay dies. That's a bundle. Love it. The ribbon is the balmy blue and white variegated ribbon. So it goes from white to blue. It's almost like ombre, but they call it variegated. And it is, again, wide. Let me see. This one's a 1/2 inch wide, but it's super thin. So it's going to be easy to tie. Because sometimes wide ribbons to me are difficult to tie in a bow. This one's going to be very easy because it's so thin. So you'll make it pretty, but anyway. So that's awesome. And then we have the flat adhesive backed pearls. They are iridescent. They literally look like, you know, the pearls you would find in those oysters or clams. Clams, right? So dumb. And then the star of the show, I think #1 star is this designer paper. It's By the Sea. It's balmy blue, Coastal Cabana, mint macaron, Night of Navy, petal pink, pool party, and Sahara sand. So mostly blues, greens with a little pink and a little Sahara sand. It is a specialty paper, so it's shiny, but it's almost like pearlescent versus a silver or gold on the shiny part, at least on this first sheet. So it's 6 by 6. You get 48 sheets. So this first sheet is just like we're off that other paint style, but anyway, just like almost like paint lines going across evenly in about 1 inch sections of green, blue, dark blue, green, blue. I mean, green, green, light blue. So anyway, that's that. And then there's a sheet just with a bunch of shells on it. don't know yet what dyes will cut these out, if at all. I don't know. Because maybe this shell, what is that dye? There, maybe. So I don't know. You'll have to check that out. Anyway, just blues, greens, all the colors, brown, etc. shells. Then this one is like the oysters, I believe. Just a bunch of those. And with the iridescent shimmer, like foil paper. And then the back of that is just a nice blue, white, green background. Dry brush kind of painted background. This one's gorgeous. It's gold foil. And I don't know what you call these images, but they're little, I'm sure they're more of a C type image, but for a description, it's like you have you're holding some sticks in your hand and they fan out and you cut them in a half moon at the top. So it's thicker at the bottom and then it's fanned out, but it's a perfect design shape. It's not like something you would hold in your hand, but there's my description. And that pattern just nestles in next to the next one and above and on each side, and it's all over the sheet in gold on a white background. Then I love the back of that. It's almost like water. It gives you that water feeling, like ocean, I should say. So it's super dark blue and then with light blue, almost like waves drawn or painted on it, and lighter blue and white, but not in your face waves. It's subtle. And we have one that's sort of like painted swatches and all the colors, pink, blue, green, and then with gold foil painted swatches as well, going from one side to the other. Back of that one is more of a coastal cabana, tone on tone, with the crab, the oyster, the clam, and other shells. Then I love these. There's a couple of different sheets with this where it's like the fish swimming into a whirlpool kind of deal. It's like a school of fish, but it's more fish, and then the grouping gets skinnier and skinnier, and it's in a shape. I'm trying to think of the word for that. Ooh, mermaid scales. That is true. That foil kind of does look like mermaid scales. Anyway, so the fish start on one side and then they curve around and get their little sections get skinnier and skinnier into a thing, and then there's a background behind them. So this background is green, but super distressed and all that. And then there's another sheet somewhere later that's same deal, but I feel like, I don't know, it's pretty much the same exact, but just with a different background color. What do you call it? Sahara sand. Trying to read the colors on the sheet. It does say pearl in the catalog, by the way, as a color for that. Okay. So the back of the fish one is just some paint lines with greens, whites, and blues and splatter. And we have a sheet. Ooh, this one's nice. It's just a bunch of crabs and oysters and shells and birds, but the background is gold foil, and it's skinny, wavy lines as the background in gold foil. Then I always love the back of that one. I always love a good wood grain. So it's just a good wood grain there. Let's see. Yeah, Sahara sand. Then here's one with the pearl foil, like, who said that about mermaid scales? Janet said, just like that color gives you mermaid scales. And then if you look at those other designs, they may actually resemble it more. Anyway, this one is a nice dark blue background with white. It almost looks like ocean water crashing, but it's subtle. You know, you can make it be whatever you want. And then it has these pearl foil lines going across. They're not perfect. It's like you painted it and were a little imperfect and crooked. Probably an 1/8 inch thick. But they're evenly distributed going down the line. There's like a 1/2 to a 3/4 of an inch between each one. Super pretty. I love this one. It's like like 3/4 of it is dark blue going across. Then there's a little skinny row of Sahara sand, then inch and something at the top of balmy blue. And it's like dry brush painted from dragging from one side to the other. So pretty. So you could do, you know, use it as a whichever direction you want a background. Anyway, the back of that one is just these. Oh, no, sorry. The next one, not the back of that one. By the way, Stella said, can't wait to get it. Of course, we can just put in one item code. I know Stella knows this already because she was at the event. 160450 for $87. You get everything here. $87. Like, it's a great deal. Okay, so I love this sheet. It's basically blue. Or it is blue, like solid blue, none of that distressing stuff. But these lines, it's like you took a what? a paintbrush that had single brush, skinny bristles on it, thick bristles that were super close together. And there were like 10 of them in a row, and you drug it across in foil. In wavy lines in foil. Maybe that's a good description. So it's the pearl, it's shiny and shimmery, and it's just an incredibly cool background. And then the back of that is just some oysters, no foil on them, but they're super colorful. And y'all tell me again. Yeah, a comb, a dry brush, a comb. Thank you, Joyce and Janet. And Janet said, I'm going to be so broke. I love it. So these oysters are very colorful with blues, navies, greens, pink, and then just a solid dark navy background. Here's another gorgeous one. It's that same exact design I tried to describe earlier. The little fans that are thicker at the bottom, evenly distributed, but it's the pearl color on navy. And I think they're a tiny bit smaller than the first one I described. It's just a gorgeous background. This reminds me of a cruise ship, right? Something you would see on a wall or somewhere in a cruise ship, which, by the way, I'll be on one in January if anyone wants to join me. Okay, another dry brush background with mainly balmy blue and white going from one side to the other. But then right across the center, we have a nice little beach here. It's a swipe of Sahara sand, about a 1/2 inch thick, and then a tiny bit of green and dark blue below that, and then more light blue. So that could make a great scene. These parts remind me of that On the Horizon paper. Here's the fish one that I already described and showed you earlier, but with the Sahara sand background. By the way, behind the fish is that dragging the comb and the skinny lines in a curve. It's the same pattern. Just no foil on that. Okay, this next one has some, I don't know if anyone said what kind of birds these are. Spiral. Thank you, Joyce. Oh my gosh, why couldn't I think of the word spiral earlier? Yes. Yeah, I don't see if anyone said, and I don't know if they're like seagulls. They might be, but I feel like they're not. So anyway, it's some kind of bird you obviously would see on the beach. Oh, sandbar. Like a sandbar on that last paper right here, sandbar. Anyway, but whatever the bird is, it's the same bird from the stamp set. We got some of those in navy with some green and blue details in them, and pink feet, pink legs, and crabs, and then tiny little shells in between them to fill in the space. The shells are balmy blue, the birds are navy, the crabs are petal pink, and the background is total solid white. Got another background here that's just like paint swatches of petal pink, the green, light green, I think soft seafoam, and gold, and a little bit of blue. So that makes a good sky or just a background in general. And then the back of that one is a more of a light petal pink background, a little bit distressed, with shells all over it in pinks, Sahara sand, greens. Okay, we've got the fan pattern again on a Sahara sand background. And the fans are pearl. And then last but not least, we have dragging across almost a good description of this is like when you fill, I don't know what those are called, but I never had one when I was a kid, but you fill a jar full of sand of different colors and you get the different layers and they're all wavy and it's different color layered on different colors. So the colors are green, white, gray, green, gray, navy, balmy, white, green, and so on. Different heights and waves all the way to the top. Okay, hopefully that was a good description. That's our By the Bay 6x6 designer paper with the foiling. So that'll be $15 one, but man, it's so good. So that was By the Bay. We'll be using that on our cruise projects. That was page 22. Then on page 28, I showed you this already. We got the hand-drawn dots at OnStage. I don't have any plans with that yet specifically. I'm going to be using on page 31 the Sentimental Park bundle with the Genevieve and Genevieve Stamp Camp. FYI, page 31. We can't buy that yet. Now, I did show this already, but just to, you know, FYI, in the catalog, on page 34 is the On the Farm bundle. So the matching paper you can only get free with the purchase only in January and February, but this catalog will go through the end of April. So if you want that matching paper, you want to get it before, you know. But anyway, so that's a bundle. I already showed it, but I didn't really describe the stamp set yet. So let me put my hand down. I gotta put the heater back on. My gosh. So On the Farm stamp set, red rubber. Ooh, look, I got 2 sticker sheets. Bonus. I don't know what I would do with the second one, but whatever. It's red rubber. It is 17 stamps. There is, of course, matching dies for these, a cow, a sheep. They're outline images, so you can color them in, although I think they'll look okay. Like, they're not going to require a ton of coloring, so that's good. A little cloud image, a bale of hay, a barn. It's a really small barn. Like, it's way smaller than the animals. That's weird. I guess you put it in the background. 2 trees side by side in one image, a really small silo. So again, that's to scale to the barn, but not to the animals. A chicken, a chicken, 2 pigs together, like a large one and a small one small one's laying down, large one standing up. There's a grass image, a rolling hills image, 3 hills with different details drawn on them. These are all outlined, like I said. A little flower and a couple of little greenery stamps. And then words from all of us, thinking happy thoughts of you. Today is a good day. Mixed fonts again, except from all of us is a real thick cursive. On the dies, you're going to have dies to cut out all your stamped images, but there's also a ton of standalone dies in this one. There's a hill die, a hill that's shorter than that other one that was 6 inches long. It's only a little less than 5 inches. That's the stamped image. Okay, there's a standalone windmill, duck, 2 cows, pig, 2 pigs, goose, rabbit, 2 more ducks, so that's 3 ducks. This, I think, is just an image to emboss little swirls on the sheep that you can die cut out. So I guess if you die cut without stamping and then embossed, it would look like a sheep even without that. And then there's 3 little hill dies that stand alone, 1 plain, 1 with stripes, and 1 with dots that emboss on there. Hopefully that makes sense for how I described it, and it's going to be amazing. Like, imagine all the scenes that people are going to make with these, including me, because I'm going to be using these in 2 upcoming events. The Jen and Jen Stamp Camp, this will be my add-on class, and I'm going to use it at my new catalog kickoff as well in January. That was page 34. There's so much other good stuff, by the way, that I'm just skipping because we can't buy it yet, like gnomes that match the gnome dies, for example. So if you don't have the gnomes now, You can grab them so you'll have the Christmas one and the new non-Christmas one. Okay, this next suite, I am using this in something, I think, but it's not written in my book, so I don't want to say in case I'm wrong. But this is the Desert, what is it called? Desert Details, I'm sorry, Delicate Desert Suite. This is one Sarah Douglas and her mom, Shelly Gardner, demonstrated at the event. It was so awesome. It was on video, of course, because we were in Arlington and they were technically in Vienna. But anyway, their demo was awesome because they're always so funny together. And I believe this is what they used. It is. It is. So I have, like, I took pictures. I think I took pictures of the screen of what they made, but anyway, I'm sure they'll post it. Anyway, this suite is gorgeous. The papers are gorgeous, the embellishments, and the stamp set is gorgeous as well. It's just a style, like a desert style. Okay, so the bundle is Desert Details Bundle, red rubber. You have a couple of flowers, which I don't know what names they are, but super distinctive detail flowers that you don't need to color in. You stamp it once, you're going to get light and dark. It's going to be gorgeous. So a larger one and a smaller one. Two sort of southwest border images, really long, just that south style. So you could stack those. You could use your Stamparatus. You could use them individually, etc. And then 4 greetings. Sending warm rays your way. Your smile is pure magic. Let the fun begin. And you are what sunshine feels like. And this is not a mixed font. It's all like straight, whatever the word is for that. But it's a fun font. Like, it's different than the other stamps we've looked at today. It's not like goofy fun, but it's fun. Okay, now these dies, of course, Desert Details dies, are, well, first of all, you can cut out the 2 flowers. And then you can cut out basically all these other decorative images. There's 2 frames that, I really like this one because it doesn't have, it's not full of holes. They're both rectangles. And they have like southwest borders. So this one I'm holding is smaller and it has little triangles on the 4 sides in the center that go down. And then the larger one has 4 triangles that go out. Although I don't think this cuts out a lot of holes either. I think it'll be easy to use. So anyway, the smaller one is like 2.5 by 3 3/4 ish, and then 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 for the large one. So they can be used together or separate. I'm not sure about this image here. I'm not sure. I think you're supposed to make like a border with it, so it would cut these little diamond and sort of little triangle shaped images into your holes into your project. I'm trying to see if they used it on the samples. I don't see it on there, but anyway, I think that's what that is. Then there's just a green, like a almost like an aloe vera plant type die that stands alone. Although I don't know. Then there's a decorative. Again, this is a southwest image. I don't know if there's a name for it, but it's a diamond with little decorative things coming out the sides, and then it cuts little holes in all those little decorative things. Sarah and Shelly used this one a lot on their projects. It's also shown in the catalog on page 42, this image, but it's super cute, and you can, stack them on your project, put several or just put one. Anyway, and then there's a border image, which I think it's mainly embossing. I'm trying to remember if they used it, although it is cut out on this sample in the book on page 42. They have it on there this direction, and this bottom is cut out. So I think it embosses and cuts out, but it's not like, I don't really love like crazy detail holes because I don't like poking them all out of the dies 20 times when I have a class. I don't think it does that. It just makes that border, cuts that off, and embosses. So that's going to be awesome. So I think I'm using this at my kickoff, but I didn't write it down in the book, so I'm not 100%. Okay, so there's the bundle. The ribbon is, this is a thick one. It is the faux velvet trim in pale papaya. Thick as in thick top to bottom because it's velvet. Also, it is 1/2 inch wide. So it's really pretty. It's just thick. So maybe not for bows, maybe more for putting across or behind, you know, but we'll see. The embellishments are super pretty and cute and all that. They're called gold faceted adhesive back sequins, but like these top ones are like tiny little half moons. They're all gold, shiny. Then we have regular sequins. Then we have large regular sequins. And then we have large, like even bigger than that last one's teardrop sequins. I was trying to see what Stella said. Dana. I'm thinking On the Farm has Dana written all over it. I love it. Hey, Virginia, no problem. No sandpiper, piping clover, tern, sandpiper. Okay, sandpiper is the bird. But going back to the thing, I'm going to have to write it down. Sandpiper. And the owls. I love it. Okay. I guess Stella just said I love this bundle. I don't know what I thought I saw. Okay. This paper is, the designer paper is called, let me find it, page 43. I mean, number 5. Delicate Desert, and it's $12. It's 12 by 12, just, you know, no foil basically. So it's a $12 paper. So of course it has deserty type images, sand, you know, whatever, that vibe. And Southwest, it's Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Gray Granite, Pale Papaya, Petal Pink, and Soft Succulent. So like this first sheet is just the pinks and oranges going across, almost like sunset, sunset, sunset. It goes from left to right, almost like hills, but more like gives you a sand vibe. Sorry, get on the screen. In the back of that, oh, I forgot, this paper has like my favorite pattern in all, I think. Yes, I love this pattern. Okay, anyway, this is like a soft succulent with just a little medallion-y type pattern on it in white. Don't know how to describe it, but it's just cute. Really not giving me crazy Southwest vibes. It could be anything. Then here's one that's super Southwest. It's the Gray Granite. Almost looks like a piece of fabric, you know, diamonds, and then within a diamond, and then there's like the Southwest kind of pattern. Super pretty. The back of that is a really dark Calypso Coral. Oh, sorry, Cajun Craze. Cajun with maybe some light coral on there. And again, just a small format Southwest pattern on that one. Then this one is, what is the yellow? It's like Pale Papaya with Calypso Coral on top, diamonds, and then within each, these are like if you literally took out your ruler and drew a line and then skipped down an inch and drew a line and then did that the other direction. And then within each diamond, you drew little lines. So that's what that one is. And it's sort of distressed, not super perfect, and it looks awesome. This is my favorite pattern. I just think it's so cool. Of course, how do I describe it? Doesn't it look cool? I think it looks like it's ovals, but it looks like records. It looks cool. It looks like it can be for teenagers because it's cool. I think it's so cool. So it's soft succulent with lots of soft, dark, soft succulent splatter. And then it has these oval images that are lines like a record. So you draw an oval, then you draw the oval again with a perfect thin line, and then again, until you get to the tiny center. Okay. It just looks really cool. And some of the lines are white and some are, or dark soft succulent. I don't know if that's a good description. Piping. Oh, sorry, we're on the birds again. They're saying this was piping. I don't know. I just want y'all to take this pattern in. It's so pretty. It's just really cool. Okay. This one is just pale papaya with some uneven white, sort of a 4th inch. No, let me talk right. 1/8 inch dots all over, some light, some dark, lots of distressing. Kind of sheet we can always use. It's just soft succulent, and then it looks like you took sandpaper and rubbed it off and it got white underneath in some spots. Here's a nice Southwestern E pattern. It's sort of like the borders I described in the stamp set, but super distressed. Again, you stamped it, then you sandpapered it. Somebody's coming here to get a drink while I'm on a video. And sponged it. Anyway, it's really cool. Then we have another background pattern. Started off with white. We added some Cajun craze and Calypso coral and some gray granite. It's like a really old scraped off piece of furniture. Here's another one it's all soft succulent. It's basically like the very first one with the wavy things, but only in soft succulent, light and dark. And then last but not least, we have a nice scene. It's not a scene, but it's a nice scene here. It starts off at the bottom with coral, then we go light coral, then dark papaya, lighter, and then a soft succulent-ish like sky. So different heights and levels. Almost mountainy. It gives you desert vibes. It gives you heat coming off the desert, etc. All right. Great people for all people on all occasions. That's right, Diana. You don't have to live at the desert to appreciate that theme, correct? Yes. Okay, but here is the actual star of the entire event. Okay, besides that one pattern I really like. And again, I'm so mad that I don't have the good camera today. This paper, I think it should sell out because it's so good. I don't know if it will. Dry brush metallic 12 by 12 paper. You get 4 sheets for $8. 2 coral. They call it, hold on, Cajun craze and rose gold / petal pink. And then petal pink and soft succulent. What? Hold on. I'm going to read these colors again. Includes foil accents and metallic ink. Cajun craze rose gold. Petal pink, soft succulent. I don't see any petal pink in this unless they're calling the gold petal pink. This one just looks blue to me. It honestly looks more blue than soft succulent, but we'll compare it to the paper. But the point is the shine. So the back is just white. Don't use the back. Oh, it's so gorgeous. That's all I can say. And they gave us a pack of this at the event, which was amazing. But I bought as many more as I could. It's so good. Okay, so all of that is that delicate desert sweet on page 42. And then I think the rest that I have, and which means we're getting almost done, is just some standalone items. There are no sweets. I don't think I have any more designer papers or anything. The Kind and Sincere. Oh my gosh. If April McCride is watching this, your frame is being used as a scratching board. And it's being climbed on. It's probably going to fall over in 1 second. Okay, page 45, Kind and Sincere stamp set. So, of course, I bought this because look how large this congratulations is. It's red rubber. This congratulations stamp, oh my gosh, this cat, is 4.5 inches long. And it's about an inch tall, and it's cursive. Then we also have a very large thanks in cursive. 3 1/4 inches long, and Kind 2 inches long. Those are all cursive. They're really big. And then we have these words to go with them that are all caps, much smaller font. So I'm going to read those. Thanks for being so. On your big news. For everything. So very much. Are in order. and generous, you're too, warm, again, friend, to you, sincere, you too, and heartfelt. And then there's one little green leaf image, or like a stem with 2, 4, 6, 8 leaves on an image. Really small. So kind and sincere, great for your greetings. That's on page 45. Also, side note on that page, check out the Like and Animal designer paper. Check it out. We couldn't buy it yet, but it looks cool. And I think it's foil. Let me look again. Yes. Specialty. Oh, looks good. We got the decorative border stamp on page 47. I showed you that already. We got that free. I forgot to check it off in my book. Let me do that with my new pen. Check. We could order one on page 49. That, I think, is the only thing I didn't order that I was allowed to order. It's called Sweet Citrus Bundle. And I just don't know yet. So I'm waiting on that. On page, what page is this alphabet on? I feel like I skipped it because I had these in order, but I don't know, I might have messed up. So the next one, which I showed already, is the Dainty Delight Bundle. This is a really pretty stamp set that coordinates with that celebration paper. The stamp set is red rubber, so in it it's almost like wildflowers. Again, it coordinates with that designer paper I showed earlier. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different images of long, skinny, tall flowers you can stamp, different styles, outline images, you can color them in, line art, one little really short grass with flowers in it image, which that's going to go great with like the cows and stuff, the little animals. I know this camera doesn't focus very well. Then there's Dainty Delight dies to cut all those out. So again, the stamped images can be cut out. Plus, there's a bunch of standalone dies, almost like a dandelion type flower standalone, a daisy, some little flower centers, and elements you can put on, just a bunch, a really tight bunch grouping of flowers, some single flowers here, like leaves. So many. Like this needs to be die cut and glued to a sheet so you can really see what all it is. There's a half a daisy, or whatever that one's called, that has a half a daisy. That looks like that, but it's called something else. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then in Dainty Delight stamp set, there's 4 greetings. Thank you for your kindness, sending love during this season of growth. Celebrate you, and the best is yet to come. And then I only have these 2 things left, so let me see what pages they're on. That was page 55, by the way. On the cruise, by the way, page 59, we're going to be using the Greatest Journey stuff. Gonna be so good. Okay, here it is. Page 61. Who's excited about the alphabet a la mode dies? I didn't even notice this. Someone at the OnStage demonstrator there pointed this out. You get multiples of some of the letters, 2 A's, 2 T's, and so on, 2 I's. So that's going to save time. We haven't had an alphabet die for a little while now. It has numbers also, alphabet and numbers. These letters are really skinny, which I don't like. I would have wanted them a little thicker. I don't hate it. I'm just saying they're really skinny, but they are 1.5 inches tall by like a 1/2 inch wide. So they're much larger than our last alphabet set. Sticker adhesive, whatever those are called, the adhesive sheets are going to be great with these. But this alphabet, awesome. You can, Susan, I can hardly wait to get it. What am I trying to say? It's awesome. And the fact that they have 2, they are going to be $42, which I think is a really good deal. Of course, demos get their discount on that. And by the way, if you join December 1st or after, you can add any of the stuff I'm showing, plus a whole bunch of other stuff that's in these books that I can't show you, to your starter kit. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, right here, page 62. This is called Best Family Ever. It's photopolymer. It is $35. for stamps. We've had stamps like this in the past, but it's been quite a while since we had one. And so it's where it lists all the people in your family, supposedly. So we have grandpa, grandma, niece, husband, nephew, ampersand sign, mom, daughter, brother, great, dash, dash in, dash law, uncle, son, aunt, cousin, grand, dad, friend, sister, wife, mum, baby. And then those are all caps, cute, straight font. It's like thicker on the left, skinny on the right, but all caps. Then in cursive, they have all these other words. Love, comma, all lowercase cursive, by the way. You're in my thoughts, from your to my, happy birthday, thanks, congratulations, like a, best ever, bonus, and wonderful. So that's going to be great for card making and scrapbooking. These are always great in your scrapbooking because you can, you know, talk about people, label them. I think they're great anyway. So I'm just going to throw some product out there. I forgot to show it at the time, but your prize that one person will win today for commenting on this video in replay or now, either one, and sharing the video, but comment that you shared so I know you did it, even on replay, is the By the Bay 6x6 designer paper. So remember when I showed it and it has the pearl and the gold foil? It's gorgeous. There's the foil that kind of looks like fish scales. You cannot see it through that plastic. Anyway, here's my sticky note. That is my video prize for today. But I don't do the drawing for a little while, so you have time to you know, still comment if you're watching replay or whatever. Just as a side note, don't forget framed florets is in this catalog, and that you can buy now, and warm welcome is in this catalog. You can get both of those now in my online store. This is the oval that they were saying might match that one designer paper. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to see if I can, oh yeah, it's right here. I'm going to dig out this designer paper because I'm curious, and I won't do it after this video because I have class Saturday and I have to type all my instructions today. So yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I mean, I guess, I think it's going to cut some of it off if you use this. I was thinking it was a little small, but I'm sure it would look cute, just a little snipped there. And then this one doesn't really cut a frame. It only cuts the hearts, so that would not work. This one's smaller. It might work for the inside, though. You cut it from another paper. Anyway, so that's like random side note. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful and entertaining for you guys to watch. Sorry I didn't do any stamping. I didn't know if I could string it together or think on the fly, but I don't think that's going to happen because this video is super long. But anyway, there's a lot of more cool new stuff coming in here. Blending brush storage, baby blending brushes, a motorcycle, an awesome masculine paper to go with that one. We're going to use on page 70 on the ocean and our cruise projects, which, by the way, don't worry, if you're not going on a cruise, but you take it to go, it doesn't matter. It's still amazing. There's a really cool memories and more kit in here. Yeah, so it's an awesome catalog. And of course, the celebration is as well. If you have any questions about anything I talked about today, including going all the way back to my events, let me know. You know, I can do links, give you this camera, give you links and all that stuff. So just let me know if y'all have any questions or need anything. By the way, I mail the mini catalogs. We can select who we mail those to right now. And I mail them to anyone who's basically ordered for me in the last 6 months that I won't be seeing in person soon. And of course, not if you're a demonstrator, but that I know of. So if you haven't ordered for me in the last 6 months and you want to get the catalog and you're not, you know, like going to get it free because you're a demo, which that's the best way to get it is free. I mean, that way free. just go on and place an order. Don't forget about my ordering special. You'll get a free class packet with your $25 online order. Let me throw this on here real quick. Oh my gosh. Free class packet with your $25 online order using the host code. 50 or more gets a free accessory. 150 or more gets all of it, but you don't need to use the host code. And then, of course, we have the seasonal sale going on right now. So tons of discounts from our annual catalog. And then just don't forget to check out that holiday catalog for what you want that might be retiring soon and might, go out of stock. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I knew this video would be a little long, but I honestly thought it would be shorter. But I'm glad y'all liked it. Thanks, Darlin. Thanks, Facebook user. I'm glad you liked it. Terry, yes, lots of new fun dies, papers, and stamps. And of course, we at OnStage, I keep calling it Backstage, at OnStage, they showed us all this stuff. They made projects with it. They demonstrated with it. So we wanted it even more, which is just kind of funny. They tempted us just like I'm showing you stuff today, but they were stamping and making awesome projects and showing displays and all that. So anyway, it's funny. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Diana. All right, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to eat lunch, and then I guess what I'm going to do, type tutorials before I then start putting names on all these amazing packets that Landa prepped for me. And then Karen's going to bring me more packets. And I'm going to be busy until Saturday morning, but I enjoyed it as well. I always get to get a better look at the product when I show it to you guys. So I love it. Then I'm more prepared for my upcoming event. So I'll see y'all later. Have a great day. And don't forget to comment and share so you can be entered to win that amazing $15 designer paper. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.